Eternal Father, strong to save, whose arm hath bound the restless wave, who bids the mighty ocean deep its own appointed limits keep. Oh, hear us when we cry to thee, for those in peril on the sea. Lord, guard and guide the men who fly, and those who on the ocean ply. Be with our troops upon the land, and all who for their country stand. Be with these guardians day and night, and may their trust be in thy might. Creator Father, grant, we pray, to those who serve both night and day, who stretch their rigs across the sea to service ships where'er they be. Oh, bless their efforts cross the foam and bring them ever safely home.
How we doing? My name is Jive Turkey. I used to be a sonarman until they handed me my DD-214, and now I'm retired. When you're retired, you got nothing, man. You got no job, no sonar, no submarine. Now I'm stuck playing any naval game that comes along, like Sea Power. Hang out with anybody who will chat with me on Twitch. Like an old moderator who informed on me to the FBI. That jackass. Subscribers too if you're desperate. The bottom line is, when you're retired, you might as well play games on Twitch. Welcome everybody. We have a new source of audience today. Lots of people already in the chat hanging out with us. So I want to say a big welcome to everybody on Twitter, Facebook, and of course YouTube, Trovo, everywhere else we're streaming right now, including Twitch, of course. Great to have you here. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Monday. What we do here, if you're new, is we play naval games, and I share my naval experience, some sea stories along the way, just generally have a lot of fun. This is just really a very cool, chill time for me to kind of get away from lecture writing and stuff I do as a real job. And I enjoy playing these naval sims on stream Mondays and Wednesdays. That's when we do these. So that's what we're going to do today. I have recently begun streaming your scenarios. This is a viewer created scenario. His name is Brother Munro, and you can play this scenario right now on Steam. So if you own the game, go to the Steam Workshop and look for Desert Spear. That's the name of today's scenario. And we'll be playing this. This is going back to the first Gulf War, 1990, January 26th, as you see here. We're going to read the briefing Brother Munro has wrote for this scenario. Objective is to neutralize the Iraqi coastal defenses, secure naval dominance, and eliminate all military opposition near Basra. So the Rear Admiral Charles Donovan is on flagship USS Carl Vinson that you have right there in the background. Our situation is that it's 0800 on this morning. Task Force 70 is led by the USS Carl Vinson and will begin its approach to the Iraqi coast. Intelligence has confirmed a significant enemy fortifications along the shoreline, including an air base. Multiple surface-to-air assets, like SAM sites, are likely all remaining in the Iraqi naval assets. Oh, man. I stumbled over that one. There is a high probability of hidden Silkworm anti-ship missiles. That's what I fear the most, is the shore battery. Silkworm missiles are very mobile and small, and they can hide them inside cities. They don't have to be on the coastline. They don't have to be on the beach. They can be inland and still strike our ships at sea. So we are going to be on the hunt for these coastal defenses, and we will destroy them before we get too close to the shoreline. Enemy aircraft's also going to be a problem out of the Basra Air Base, so expect them to deploy and engage us as soon as they can. Mission. Task Force 70 will execute all full-scale naval assault on the Iraqi coastline. Primary objectives include the neutralization of all SAM sites, destruction of the Basra Air Base. That may take a lot, so we'll be pounding the hell out of that with Tomahawk missiles for sure. We're going to blow a corridor through their air defenses first. Elimination of all Iraqi naval assets, which they don't have a large navy, but they do have a navy. So we'll have to be careful that we don't get surprised by that. They don't have any submarines, but they do have a lot of coastal patrol vessels with anti-ship missiles. So we'll have to be aware of those. We have 2 Iowa-class battleships with us, the Iowa and the Missouri. So those can provide heavy bombardment. We can use those against the airbase if we get close enough. Sea mines are a concern really throughout the Persian Gulf, but they can be concentrated near the coast and in littoral waters. So I will not be moving my battleships into any suspected minefield at all. So our assets are the Carl Vinson, of course, the 2 battleships. We're escorted by destroyers and cruisers. And we have 2 P-3 Orions, as well as a squadron of B-52s coming out of Diego Garcia will be supporting us today. So that's our mission. We are to destroy the Iraqi Navy, destroy their coastal defenses, and the Basra Air Base. Let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is, and we need to stay away from that. So let's go here and here, just kind of adjust these a little bit. And we'll bring up we're going to bring up the formation manager. This is a very important method. If you're playing this game, you want to really control everything from the formation manager here. This tells us what assets we have. We have, of course, the Carl Vinson with the 2 battleships. We have 2 destroyers, a cruiser, and 2 frigates. So we are going to go to the flight deck here and just begin launching our air patrol. We don't start the scenario with any airborne assets from our carrier air group. So somebody's saying that there's no audio? Huh. Okay, let me just check this real quick. Let's just make sure does everybody have audio? Yeah, it's basically CMA&O for ships for sure. Yep. Let's see here. Webcam, everything looks good on my end. So let's make sure that you guys are refreshed before we go any farther here. Test, test, test. Yep, we're looking good. So you should have audio on everyone's end. Let's see, how are you guys doing on YouTube? You guys good over there? You got no audio on YouTube. Interesting. Well, we're showing audio going out on my end, so I don't know what more we can tell you. You can hear us. Okay, you can hear. Okay, good. I wonder what happened. System is green. Okay, cool. I'm glad everybody's good to go now. Appreciate that. Thanks for confirming. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this long-range air intercept, and we're going to launch like 2 of these. We're also going to launch, we're going to unpause the game. We're also going to launch our Eye in the Sky, our E2C, our E6, or A6 rather. For his loadout, we're going to give him, instead of the strike loadout, which is more like a land attack, we're going to give him an heavy anti-ship, because if there are any small craft out there, I'll have these guys deal with them. Also, for electronic warfare, I just want 1 for now. EA6 Bravo launched. And here we go. This is our girl right here. Okay. Get everybody lined up on the cats. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So we'll get a couple air assets airborne, get an idea of what's going on out there. I've got everyone in MCON right now, which means all radars are off on all the ships, all the sonars as well. Whenever it comes to mine detection, we're literally looking for them. On our escorts, we have watchstanders sitting out there, looking at the water, looking for floating mines. I am going to launch one of the helicopters off the Duncan. This will be our initial ASW asset. Okay. Now we have some fighters in the air. We want to tell them to get to... we'll send these guys to 10,000 feet.
Altitude 1000. Roger. Turn 312.
We'll get back to the tactical view in just a second. While I'm giving these orders, I need to do it in this view here. Our eye in the sky, we're going to have him climb to max altitude for us. I'll just make it 30,000 feet today.
Go to altitude 30. Roger.
He doesn't need to get any closer than he already is. And we will turn on his radar immediately. That's our... Okay, so our P3, we're going to have their radars come on. Oh, they're already on. Great. Awesome. So we do have some surface search capability already happening. Our F-14s are heading out north in a good vanguard position. We have a single electronic warfare plane right now. We want to move him up to about 6,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 6000. Roger. Turn.
All right, move him over there.
81. New air. Contact detected.
All right, so we're going to start getting a lot of air contacts, I expect.
Go to altitude 30.
Our anti-ship force is going to head over here.
Assholes in naval history.
All right, we're just checking to make sure the sensors are on. And finally, we're going to launch a second formation of Tomcats off of the aircraft carrier. Again, long-range air. Only need 2 at a time. We can obviously launch a lot more, but we're not going to launch everything all at once here. So we already have some detections. Let me clean up the screen a little bit for you. So because they're unknown and they're air, we want to analyze their speed and see what they're traveling at. So this guy's traveling at 634 knots. That could be a passenger plane. We want to see if they're steady on course and speed. He's staying at 3,000 feet. Passenger planes do not transit at 3,000 feet unless they're local commuter planes. That is definitely information. So these are hostile air. Yep. They've been classified by the AWACS already. Good job by them. They also have some top cover. It looks like at 37,000 feet. That is a common speed and air altitude for civilian air. So those may be civilian up there.
Contact detected.
We'll take our first flight of F-14s and give them engagement orders here in just a second. I want to get the second flight off the deck. Let's take a look at our aircraft carrier here. See how they're doing. There they are. Sorry for the sudden zoom in. All right, this is flight 2 coming up. Because we have multiple incoming, we'll send up a third flight. So we'll have, and then we'll have others on 5-minute standby. Oh, hello, flight deck. There it goes. We already have our electronic warfare plane up. Okay, excellent. We're also going to launch a 2-ship of recon planes. I want to start identifying these shore facilities. So we're going to...
7009 is classified. Hostile helo.
Hostile helo. Okay, that's not good. Let's figure out what's going on there.
On station.
Okay, so the hostile helo came out from the airbase. I was concerned for a second that maybe they had another ship up here. So ray gun. Let's find our electronic warfare plane. Here he is. Rampage is electronic warfare. Let's get him over here.
On station.
He actually needs to haul ass. He's a little bit behind. Navigate. Change speed.
Contact
Maximum.
Track.
Altitude. For his mission, 10,000 will work. I'm trying to deconflict altitudes to minimize... I stack my airplanes like the layers of a cake.
classified. Hostile helo.
Okay, here's my ASW search helicopter. We're going to make sure that he is using his MAD sensor, so he's going to go down to 20 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 20.
Okay, you guys navigate 10,000 feet. This is our second
Roger. Roger. Turn
combat air patrol,
now.
third combat air patrol that has the long-range intercept missiles, the Phoenixes. We'll go to 10,000, 20,000, 10,000 feet.
Roger. Cruise.
Come on, man, navigate. There we go, 10,000 feet.
Roger. Roger. Turn 3, 4,
I
7.
don't want these planes to be able to see my fleet. I'm trying to race Fast Eagle 1 out there to engage them before they get within range. One thing that we can do... Sorry, I'm just trying to turn the volume down. These guys are hauling ass. All right, one thing that we can do is we can see the range of their radars. So let's go here. Let's click unit reference. This is the MiG-25P Foxbat, a very fast plane. Surface search. RWR. So his his radar range, it's air detection only though. Okay.
Contact faded.
Not too worried about these guys. These guys are coming out to say hello. We are going to greet them with our F-14s. Let's go ahead and engage with our Phoenix missiles.
Fox 3. I'm in hot. Dropping tanks.
All right, so we're lofting the AIM-54 Phoenix missiles to engage that flight. I'm manually taking control for the moment to make sure that we do not waste our missiles. These guys have a limited number on them.
Track 7011 is classified. Hostile helo.
Okay.
Fox 3.
I am going to put them weapons free here in just 1 second. Waiting for range to close. We don't have to fire one at a time. I could launch multiple Phoenix missiles at this flight and take them down simultaneously. I just want to see if they'll turn and disengage before I launch another one at them. Looks like they have no intention of disengaging, so I'm going to go ahead and re-engage. We'll watch the first intercept here. This is our Phoenix missile. It's approximately 4 miles from target. It's diving on the target position now.
New surface contact detected.
This enemy flight's at 3,000 feet. It's a 4-ship, maybe a 5-ship. Looks like a 5-ship, yeah. Okay, good spoof. Let's go weapons free. They successfully evaded that attack. So, for weapons free, I'm just going to do this.
Fox 3. Multiple surface contact. Track 7.
It looks like we have a lot of incoming at this moment.
Is toast. New surface contact detected.
We are going to go offensive ECM on this flight.
Engage track 70.
We're going to move him up, make him more effective.
New surface contact detected.
Fast Eagle Flight 3.
Fox 3.
Needs to get up in the fight here.
3-1. Fox 3.
Navigate speed max.
Roger. Buster.
Fast Eagle Flight 5. They're going to be positioning to the east of the fight. They'll be coming in. They'll be our hammer.
Contact detected. Fox. Missile launch. Missile launch.
Okay, he's defensive.
Fox 1.
We're going to watch our guys. Make sure they're all right.
Missile launch. We're hit.
Damn. Okay, we lost one.
Out of control. Eject. Eject.
Yep. Looks like we traded 2 for 2 on that one.
Surface contact detected.
This will flight 3. Got some weapons free.
7, Fox 3.
Flight 5, weapons free.
I'm in hot, dropping tanks.
Let's do this. Come on, let's go, boys.
7027 is classified. Hostile warship. New surface contact detected. Track 7028 is classified. Hostile warship.
All right, we're already engaging all of our air units. We're going to refresh them with a 4-ship. We're going to do long range. There we go. Get those off the deck. Okay,
Fox 1, multiple surface
Okay,
contacts
I see what we're
detected.
doing. Ray Gun's going to come up here first. Let's grab him. Where's Ray Gun?
Fox
Ray Gun.
3, new surface
We're going to
contact
flight there.
detected. New surface contact detected.
These MiGs got very lucky. Sometimes that happens. It's part of it, right? These are bombers up here for sure.
Fox 3,
Look at that.
Fox 1,
Nice
kill
shot.
track 700. Fox 3. New ground contact detected. Track 70. Fox 3.
Trying to get
new
him more
ground
into the fight here.
contact detected. Track 703.
Let's get another ray gun up.
Hostile SAM site. New ground contact
There we
detected.
go. Come on,
Track
bring it up.
7036 is classified. Hostile radar.
Okay. We're going to launch a second electronic warfare airplane.
Splash track 7005.
Okay.
Track 7.
Excellent. Okay, we got really good kills on them.
Is history.
I wish that had happened with the first flight, but that is not the way that one went. Yeah, first flight got their butt kicked.
Contact faded. Track
Let's make sure we are still free. We are.
air search on. Radar eye.
Okay, he's good. His weapons free. What does he have remaining? Oh, he doesn't have many.
Fox 1.
Yeah. Yeah, these are T-16 bombers.
Multiple
These are the
surface
dangerous
contact
guys. These guys can actually do significant damage to our fleet. Okay, we have multiple aims on them.
Fox 1.
Looks like that's the flight up there.
Kill track 7003.
Come on. I'm putting offensive ECM on those bombers so they can't shoot. Or well, they can, but they're blind.
Track 7002 is history.
Come on, baby. Track looks good.
Track
Excellent.
7001
Good kill.
is toast.
Yeah, they're going to need another airplane. All right, second wave is already en route. I am very concerned about our weapon count. Let's return to base. Ceasefire.
Fire track.
RTB. Orders. RTB.
Roger, RTB.
Apologize for the volume there. All right, here's our ray gun, flight 1.
Contact faded. Track. Contact faded.
I'm going to keep him over here.
Contact
Or
faded.
that was rampage
Track.
flight, rather. Keep calling him ray gun because he's got a ray gun on him. All right, rampage flight 2.
Contact faded.
Need you guys
Track.
up here. Here is our Fast Eagle flight that's going to
Roger.
take on the second wave.
1-1.
We need to get them to haul ass. Navigate chain speed maximum.
Buster.
Your speed, your altitude rather, is going to be, let's set you to 6,000 feet.
Roger, go to altitude.
You're not going to have time to even burn all your fuel.
Activated.
All right, this is my recon flight. Initially, they are going to be 20,000 feet. Navigate, change speed maximum.
Roger, Buster.
Speed. They love Buster. 20,000 feet. Come over here.
Turn 273.
Okay. These guys, let's go into ceasefire
Ceasefire, track.
and slow them down. Navigate, change speed. Loiter.
Roger,
Our weapon count is 1 Sparrow and 3 Phoenixes. That's excellent. So, if we look at the map, we can see that we have 1 helicopter coming at us. We have what appears to be a fishing fleet, potentially. What is the speed? This is a 47 knot fleet. That is not a fishing boat. Okay, and they're in formation. These are patrol craft with anti-ship missiles. This is a problem. This is a 15 knot formation over here. These could be transiting civilians, but a 47 knot ship in formation is a group of patrol craft. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go to ray gun 1, 2 ship, A6 with harpoons. We're going to get them down on the deck, get them in the weapons envelope, and engage. I'm getting them down there now. Cruise.
Roger, cruise.
Navigate. Change altitude. I want you at 300 feet.
Roger, go to altitude 300.
Okay. We are going to manually designate these hostile
On station.
based on their behavior. What's his speed? 47 knots. These guys as well. All right. We are going to maintain this offensive ECM in the direction of this surface fleet.
Engage track 701.
We're going to begin moving him closer because obviously he's too far away to have any significant impact. Those missiles, if they're SSN-2s, they could have a very long range, like some 60 miles. Let's get some reference out on the map to give us an idea of how close we are to, say, Basra. The shoreline, this is going to be 100 nautical miles from shore right here. So that gives us some reference of how close or far away we are. Let's see, the P3s are transiting. They're doing their job. Is this our recon flight? It is, but what are they doing? Okay. Let's make sure these guys have good orders, because I don't see them going anywhere. Is this Hooter flight? There it is. There they are. Let's get them up to max speed. I thought I'd already given this order, but let's double check it. Not afterburner. We can't afford that yet.
Roger, Buster.
They're going to afterburner up the coast when they're over the target. These are my photo reconnaissance planes. I need to know where these SAM sites are. Well, mostly the stick sites. They'll find the SAM sites when they shoot at them. All right, this is my large flight of F-14s with mostly medium-range missiles. These will establish air superiority as the point of this flight. Okay. So it looks like we survived, the ships anyway, the fleet survived the initial air attack that came in. This helicopter is a concern. It does have a surface search radar. Let's see what the range of that radar is.
Track.
It's only 32 kilometers, relatively short range. So that's not really a problem. They do have some pretty good ECM, it looks like. So what I want to do, I'm going to try and burn through that ECM with my bear. So this is our eye in the sky, if you will. I'm going to move him a little bit closer. Make sure I maintain that 12 nautical mile or greater distance from Iran. Fast Eagle 3's coming home. Fast Eagle 1, I think we can slow him down. I don't want to burn up all his fuel. Where's Fast Eagle Flight 1? Right here. Let's put them back into cruise mode.
Contact faded. Track. New surface.
Fast Eagle
contact
5.
detected.
We're going to put him into loiter.
Roger, loiter.
All right, so we have Fast Eagle 5, Fast Eagle 6, Fast Eagle 1 on station now. Ray gun is coming in. This is our surface attack. I'm going to go ahead, since we have multiple small boats, fleets, we're going to go ahead and get a second A6 group up there. Let's go to the carrier. Let's go to the flight deck. Let's go to the A6. Instead of a strike, I want anti-ship heavy. I want a 4-ship launch. I'm going to take out this helicopter.
Engaging track 701.
We're not in threat of him detecting us at all, but that doesn't mean he gets to hang out over my Persian Gulf. This body of water belongs to us today. All right, so here's our F-14 flight. This is Fast Eagle 1. These guys are MCON. Radars are dark. The enemy has no idea this flight exists. They're watching the one that's to the east right now. Their radars are on, making all sorts of noise. That's where the jamming's coming from. That's where their attention is. These guys are going to surprise the hell out of them. Come on, get up there. That is a lot of surface ships. Jesus Christ. I'm a little bit... If these guys get shots off, we're in trouble. So we got to start thinning these things out. The good thing is we're so far outside their sensor range. They would be firing blind if they did fire right now. So this is a Phoenix shot on a helicopter. Not the right tool for the job, but it's the longest range missile we had. I don't know what kind of surface-to-air capability those small boats have yet. I don't want to get surprised by them and lose another F-14. We already lost 2. I don't want to lose any more. Let's see what range to target is here. Range to target is 28 nautical miles. Yeah, these Phoenixes are a great advantage. Having this kind of range advantage. The reason why this is not the proper tool for the job is these Phoenix missiles were originally designed to shoot down those bombers like the Tu-16s you saw. They can engage fighter, they can engage helicopter, but the chance of a miss is a lot higher. This weapon here will be coming down on this helicopter from the top. So it is kind of hard to see a helicopter with the sea below it. So you see the missile here? Okay, good. We're starting to get positions on where those launchers are. We'll look at them in a second. We're going to watch this attack. Hopefully we get lucky here and get a good kill. He's passing through 19,000 feet now. Helicopter is it's right off the deck. It's hovering. It looks like, no, it's not hovering. It's transiting, but its altitude is near 0. That's its flare. That's the helicopter. Oh, wow. It looks like it's tracking off. Yeah. All right, we're going to have to re-engage. Good dodge.
Multiple hostile, ground, surface, contacts detected. Track 705.
Let's try using AIM-7. AIM-7 will knock this helicopter to Kingdom Come.
Track 7011.
We'll go to ray gun flight 1 here. This is going to be the harpoon attack on small boats.
Engage track 7053. Whip it away. Engage track 70. Engage track 70. Whip it away. Roger, RTB.
All right. Good attack. Those guys are coming back.
Surface contacts detected.
Let's take a look at our new flight. It should be in the air by now.
Fox 1.
We'll watch Fox 1 in a second. Where's the ray gun at? There it is.
Roger, turn 306.
This is the AIM-7 attack on the helicopter. This is not a good altitude. What's it doing? This does not look like it's tracking at all. Okay, yeah, it's tracking. Cool. There's a high probability of hit on this missile, with this missile. That's the F-14. The F-14 has to keep the target illuminated during the entire flight. This missile requires that targeting radar to be illuminating the entire flight, entire time.
On station.
But this is an excellent choice to shoot a helicopter down, because even if it gets a near miss, the warhead is so big, it will knock the helicopter out of the sky. All right, there's the helicopter flaring. Missile's tracking, looks good. Yep, this is going to be a kill.
Track
Beautiful.
7011.
See ya.
History.
Hope you brought your floaties. All right, we're going to keep the jamming on this fleet. We have a second plane up as well. Let's get Rampage 2 in the works.
Roger, turn 331.
Fast Eagle 5, what's your situation? Okay, I'm going to have these guys RTB.
Roger, RTB.
These guys are awfully close. I'm going to back them off a little bit.
Roger, turn 13.
It looks like that small patrol fleet is coming after these planes. I don't know how they see them, but that's what's happening. So let's take a look at the big map. Do they have any kind of long-range radar? They probably have land-based radar that can see our planes. That's probably how they're being engaged. We still don't have classifications on these. What is this? Okay, that's the Shahad. Yes. Okay, these boys are going away. Yeah, we're going to take care of these knuckleheads right here. That's an Iranian ship.
On station.
Fuck. What? Is Iran helping Iraq? Oh, wow. Listen. All right, well, screw their 12-mile limit. Is there anything over here that's hostile? I don't know. All right, B-52s are coming in. Let's take a look at this flight real quick. It's a flight of 5. Huh, it's an odd number. Yeah, okay. They only gave us 5. Oh, there's my recon. Okay, we can finally move these guys in. Let's maximize the map again. So I want to move these guys up the coast to here.
Roger, turn 325.
Let's get them down on the deck. This is Hooter flight. Get you guys down to 1,000 feet. And then once they get over target, they'll be a lot lower. I'll put them right off the deck. But for now, they're going to go down to 1,000.
Go to altitude 1000.
Oh,
Roger, turn.
I think I gave this guy, yeah.
5.
Have this guy return to formation. I accidentally gave him,
Returning to station.
yep. That's why you always give the orders from the formation menu. I accidentally gave one plane a different waypoint, and your formation will break apart if that happens, obviously. So don't do that. All right, the harpoons are about to find out what kind of ships these are. What kind of air defenses do they have? Now, because we don't have good classification on these ships, they will not render on the screen. If we sink one, we will get a render. Hey, Canopus is here. Thanks for the $5, sir. He says the RE-5 was retired in 1975. Yeah, we brought these guys out of retirement just for this mission. They'll probably get shot down. It'll be fun. Don't tell the pilots I said that. What I'm looking for is any kind of counterfire. 30 millimeter, small rounds, surface-to-air missiles. Well, so far we've seen nothing. So let's move this over here. Range to target. We don't have a very good fix on it. Oh, it says a P6. We do have a classification finally. Okay, so from here we can just quickly go to unit reference. Click on it. Click on it. Hello. Unit reference. This is a torpedo boat. Oh yeah, these long-range torpedoes are going to suck. Oh no, these are only 5 nautical mile torpedoes. They're not long-range at all. But what's his radar? 32 kilometers. So that is
Multiple hostile surface
let's make this
contacts detected.
hostile. Make everybody here hostile. Yeah, so they're trying to do a torpedo attack on our fleet, which that is not going to work at all. They probably don't even see these missiles because, oh, they do now. They're shooting at them because of we're doing the electronic warfare. But as you can see now, they can see the missile coming in.
Hit track 7
Nice.
0 5 3.
Let's take a look to the east there and see if we see any additional hits. Yep,
Roger, RTB.
there's one there. Somebody's returning home. I'll see who that is in a second.
Hit track 7 0 1 7.
All right, those torpedo boats are gone. There's still a lot more. All right, he's going to stay there. I don't see any more airplanes coming in. Let's get on our next. I want to attack from the east again. Let's get another flight up. How many more of those do we have? We only have 5 more. Let's do a 2-ship heavy anti-ship.
Multiple hostile surface contacts detected.
All right, Hooter flights inbound. They're doing good. So they're using this as like a vanguard fleet. They're just going to suck up a lot of harpoons is all that is. Here's Rampage 2. We're going to get him. Once he's on station, we'll turn him in and start blinding these planes, or these ships. So because they have the Shahad, these do have a lot longer range detection. Let's take a look at their radars. Here we're going to have, here we go, ASW or airborne search. Yeah, 139 kilometer radar. These are the guys that were detecting our airplanes. There could still be land-based radars as well that we just don't know about yet. But my main concern is this radar here. 32 kilometers, we're fine. Okay, these guys are toast. We're gonna peel this onion back one layer at a time.
Engage track 7054.
All right, is Fast Eagle 5 coming home? Not sure what they're doing. Now I'm kind of getting into flight management at this point. We did lose an F-14, so that's 3 now we lost. Let's have him RTB.
Roger, RTB.
Oh no, he's right there. I found him again. Okay. This is what I mean by sometimes the formations can get broke apart. This is the F-14 that I told to shoot down that helicopter. And so he got separated from Fast Eagle 5. All right.
Roger, turn 331.
Okay. We're good. We'll read some chat here. Yeah, very small, short-range torpedoes. These guys are essentially cannon fodder for the Iraqi Navy. It's going to be a bad day for them. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our fleet up in here and take out these SAM sites. I wonder what's the range. This is an SA-8. Oh, yeah, Gecko. This is not long range at all. They shoot the SAN-4, which is an 8 nautical mile. Now, here's a radar installation. This is probably long range here. Yeah, the SAN-9. Can see out to 46 nautical miles, but because it's on land, these 3 ships out right here, even though they have shorter surface search radars, they can actually see farther because they're closer to the fight. Okay, who's on station? That is Rampage, or is that Ray Gun? Ray Gun's not on station. Rampage 2 is not. Rampage 1 is, and he's fine. Where's Ray Gun 7 at? Oh, those are the guys I just launched, right. Okay, let's get them up here.
Roger, turn 300.
Ray Gun 4. Let's go ahead and maximize let's get them on the right altitude for 300 feet.
Roger, go to altitude 300.
We're also going to get them to change their speed to maximum.
Roger, Buster.
Pilots like to go fast, so we will let them burn some fuel.
Roger, Buster.
So Hooter flight, our recon flight, I'm going to have him fly over these guys here. Let's take a look at them. Yeah. So, as Chet was saying, as Canopus was saying, we retired these planes in 1979. These were not around in 1990, but I think it's fun to have the recon flights try to do their job, which is fly over and take pictures. If we get close, you can see the holes where the cameras, they've got little mirrors. You can see it really good right there. Forward looking, down looking, side looking, and the cameras are all up in here. And they'll just, do high speed, high resolution photos very fast. And the problem is this job's really dangerous. There's a high chance that we lose one of these planes, if not both. But that's the way it used to be done, Thank goodness we have like satellites now. We have the F-35 now. Can do a lot of those things. We don't need physical photos anymore. We have the synthetic aperture on the F-35, that radar is so clean. It's so precise. It's almost like taking a photo, but with your radar. It's really good. Welcome aboard. So this P3, I wonder what kind of weapons he has. Oh, it's just ASW. Okay. So I'm not going to do that. I thought he had harpoons. That's what I was doing there. So we need to start sweeping for submarines. Iran doesn't have submarines, but we still need to sweep. Still, it's good practice.
Contacts detected.
So we'll just put a line of buoys here. That way we're not surprised if somehow there's a magic submarine somewhere in this scenario. I mean, they magically had Iranian ships. They might have Iranian subs. Iran does have subs. They have got kilos. And those kilos will kill you. They are badass. Oh, wow. We got classifications on everybody. So Hooter Flight kind of don't need you to do that. I really feel like if I use Hooter Flight at this point, we're going to just lose the planes. So, oh, man. Since everybody's been classified, I'll send Hooter Flight back. Otherwise, we're just going to lose points.
On station.
So, orders RTB.
Roger, RTB.
I'm sure that doesn't make them happy, but I'm actually saving these guys' lives. Yep. Oh, they were so close, too. That's the shoreline right there. They're getting ready to go. Yeah, it would just be a waste to use them at this point. These guys, we got to take out the SA, what was it, SA-8s? It shoots the SA-4. That's what confuses me. But those will take these bombers out if we're not careful. Oh, do you know what we didn't find is the... we haven't found any silkworms yet. But I still have time to do that. I wonder how much time we have, actually, to do that. So once we blow a hole in the air defense, we'll start taking out these SAM sites. Then we can send recon in. How much fuel do they have? Well, I've already sent them home. Once you give them an RTB order, I don't think you can change it. So, yeah. So what I'll do is once we destroy these SAM sites, this SA-8, I'll send another recon flight up here. We got to find Basra Air Base. I'm sure that's got defenses. And I really want to use the bombers on the air base. So, oh, wow, where are they? Oh, there they are. So let's get an idea of what time they're going to be over target. So time over target is going to be 0920, and then they go on to Turkey to land, right? Cyprus, yeah. So 0920. So we have 2 hours. We have 2 hours to find their targets. We don't want the bombers finding their own targets. That would not be good. What is our speed here? So we are doing 30 knots. The fleet's at max speed, closing, trying to get in position to take out these ships. I was going to slow these guys down, but because the bombers are already in flight, I don't see any reason to slow the fleet down at this point. At this speed, mines would be a concern, because by the time you saw the mine, especially with an aircraft carrier, it'd be very difficult to get out of the way if it was right in front of you. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'll weapons free the B-52s. That'd be pretty amazing, though. Those guys will drop everything if you do that.
On station.
Yeah, I'm using the A6s for... oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, use them for seed. Yeah, absolutely. Chat's come up with some good ideas. All right, okay, so this Rampage plane is finally on station. Let's begin.
Engage track 70. Roger.
Let's get them a little bit closer.
262.
All right, cool. And oh, here we go. Ray Gun 3 is on station. Ray Gun Flight 3, where are you at?
Buoy away.
Okay. Let's watch this. I'm going to make these guys weapons free, and all hell should break loose. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, there they go. Yeah, get some. Oh, turning to engage. There's going to be a lot of harpoons.
Buoy away.
They're getting some separation between them. So like the flight lead would be on the radio right now, designating who's going to do what. Oh. Oh, those fools. They went after the wrong target. It's okay. This is why we brought Ray Gun Flight 7 right here. All right, so Ray Gun Flight 7 is going to take out this guy.
Engage track 7055.
So let me explain what's going on because it's probably a little confusing. I put Ray Gun Flight 3 into weapons free, and they completely ignored all of these ships to engage the larger, higher value ships back here, which in terms of, you know, a target value, it makes sense. Here we go. We should see a lot of weapon launches here.
Whip it away.
Yeah, there we go.
Whip it away. Roger. Whip it away.
Those guys are going to RTB. The Harpoon doesn't need any further guidance after it's
Roger,
launched.
RTB. Whip it away.
So this whole flight, there's going to be a lot of missiles in the air. So what we're going to do, since we're going after the ones to the north, I'm going to shift my electronic warfare
Whip it away.
to them.
Engage track 7069.
So out of this radar fog that's on their screen, small targets will begin to be illuminated eventually. But it should mask their approach for a short time. All right, so ray gun, here we go. Ray gun 7. Where's ray gun 7? There they are.
Engaging track 7.
I'm just manually going to target these so that that doesn't happen again.
Whip it away.
These little torpedo boats, there's a small chance that they will shoot down an incoming harpoon, but it's very unlikely.
Engage track 7. Whip it away. Roger, RTB.
All right.
Engaging track 7056.
This guy should drop. There it goes.
Engaging track 7057.
From this direction of approach, there's a small chance that the harpoons will double up on targets. He'll have one harpoon remaining if that does happen.
Engaging track 7.
I can keep this guy on station, attack as cleanup. Want to make sure this last harpoon gets
This
off.
crew is the most incompetent bunch of retards and assholes in naval history.
I love that movie, man. Down Periscope, hilarious movie, so funny. All right, so Rampage or Ray Gun Flight 7. Want them to go out here.
Turn 359.
Those are all harpoons. These guys should all be going home. Great, all the harpoons are in the air. Everybody's got a target. What were these? Oh, we didn't get a classification. We know that they're hostile. We just don't know what they are. They're only doing 15 knots. It's possible that they are the same class as this. They have more of these ships in their navy than were built.
Roger, RTB.
It's okay. It's fine. Oh, wow. Okay. There's still an A6 in here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Ray Gun 6. How many weapons he got? Okay, he's Winchester now.
Buoy away.
Oh, no. You know what's funny is this missile is going to fly right over the torpedo boats. So there's a small chance torpedo boats get lucky and shoot it down. I kind of doubt it. Especially with this radar plane right here. Radar plane. This electronic warfare plane jamming them. But we'll watch the missile flight. Now, the reason why this harpoon is not going to hit the torpedo boat is its radar isn't turned on yet. So the missile will fly to what's called TP, or terminal point, and that's where it will turn on its own surface search radar and designate its own target. And then it'll have target discrimination. Typically for first generation harpoons, which is what we're using today, it simply goes after the largest radar target. So when you have a fleet that has a cruiser with some frigates, it's common for the harpoons to all go towards the cruiser or the aircraft carrier, whatever it is. And there's not much you can do about it, because back then, first generation harpoon, that's how they worked. Today's harpoon, much more advanced. Still slow, still subsonic, but much more advanced. So we are. I'm going to.
Of retards and assholes in naval history.
Sorry, that thing just makes me smile. Crushit says, "Is this a mission you made?" No, this is a mission by Brother Munro, and you can download this mission off Steam. It's called Desert Spear. Yep. That's one thing I'm doing with this game, is I'm really showcasing the scenarios that you guys built. And this is a good one.
On station.
Who's on station? I kind of missed that. Let's bring up Rampage 2 is on station. Who's Rampage? Oh, Rampage 2 is that electronic warfare plane. He's in that mass of blue missiles right there. I'm just seeing if this ship here to our left
Whip it
gets...
away.
What the hell?
Whip it away.
Who the hell's shooting?
Roger, RTB.
Okay, there was another A6 that I didn't even see right there that was shooting some harpoons. But yeah, this missile, you see this missile, the ship to the left there? He might take a pot shot at this missile. Yeah, maybe.
Buoy away.
That's a small torpedo boat. Yeah, he's not even paying attention. Okay. Or he can't get the gun around fast enough. All right, so who's going to hit first? I do want to make sure that our planes are not getting too close. I've lost track of Rampage 2. There he is. So he does need to get a little bit closer.
On station. Buoy away.
So the effective range of the jamming is the purple or magenta pie wedge there. So obviously these, all of these torpedo boats are being jammed. Oh, and you can see the little sun icon. That means that they're being actively jammed. This one does not have it because it's outside the cone. So here's what we want to do. We want to get a little bit closer. I want to try and keep the missiles inside this pie wedge. They'll be much more effective. All right. So those guys are RTB. I forgot about this guy. Let's give him a job. Come out here and find our submarines. Look for mines. There we go. I'll give him something to do. And Fast Eagle 5. What's Fast Eagle 5 doing? Is he RTB? Looks like he is. Yeah, he's RTB. So our carrier right now is just catching a lot of planes. All those planes we took off in the very beginning are coming back around this time. Check in on our B-52 flight. They're still doing fine. They're still, looks like they're an hour and 45 minutes away from target. So we do have a limited time to get those SAMs knocked out. I do need to get a flight up of seed because it's going to take a little bit to get on target. So let's go back to here. We can recover airplanes and launch them at the same time. So we'll go to a flight deck and we'll do a seed mission with, let's see if A7s have a seed loadout. They do have a seed loadout. Okay, so we're going to launch a 4-ship. Oh, wow, we have a lot of these. Okay. And I'll launch 2 flights of A7s. It's cool, you can see the animation of the elevators coming down here. This will give me a little bit of time to catch up on chat, too. I haven't been ignoring you guys. Just been a little busy. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? Good to see you here, sir. I see a lot of regular viewers. Great to have you guys. Are these scenarios available to play? Yes. This scenario that I'm playing is already available in the Steam Workshop. It's called Desert Spear. And it starts off pretty intense because the first few minutes of the stream, we were, already engaged in air combat. So I like scenarios that start off strong like that. Now it's just a matter of getting in position and managing our air flights. You want to keep in mind the altitudes that you're setting your airplanes up to. Anyway, this is going to be a few minutes while they get together here, this new flight. Let's get the new flight name. Okay, Streetcar Flight 1. Is it only a 2-ship? I told them a 4-ship. Okay. Well, we'll see what they actually launch. They may just launch them 2 at a time.
Hit track 70.
All right. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you see how these 2 harpoons have doubled up on this target here? That's very common. And it's not a problem. Which just means that target gets sunk twice. Got explosions on the horizon. That guy's having a bad day over there. He's on fire. This is called the pop-up maneuver.
7068.
Nice. He's definitely sunk. Yeah, there he goes. Secondaries, magazine. Everything's on fire. Good kill. These are going after the torpedo boats. Someone's about to get blown up to my left. I suppose we could watch it.
Hit track 7069.
Bye-bye. These torpedo boats really don't stand a chance against the harpoons. This is like seal clubbing, really, right here. But when you're in a fight, you don't want to be in a fair fight. You want to have advantage, and we do. Track looks good.
Hit track 705.
Yeah, those guys are toast. Welcome aboard. Okay, he's toast. And this is the last one right here.
Buoy away. On station. Hit track 7. Roger. Turn 099. Engage track 7.
He's switching his offensive ECM over to the other targets.
Roger. Turn buoy away.
All right, so we're keeping electronic warfare illuminated on these targets here. There's still one left. Let me see if I can... I think we have one harpoon remaining. Yes, we do. Let's put it on this one.
Engage track 7026.
All right, because the direction that harpoon's coming from, I'm going to shift targets.
Engage track. Hit track 7066.
Oh, those are OSAs. Oh, these are a real problem. All right, so these are probably the most capable ships that they have right now that we're aware of. These have the SN2 missiles. And the reason why they're a problem is that they have a lot longer range than than those torpedo boats had. The good news is they're so far away from us.
Buoy away.
What's the range? 21 nautical miles, okay. That's the same missile that the Silkworm shoots. Yeah, the Silkworm is like the Chinese export version. This would be the Russian export version. Very, very similar in capability. All right, that's an OSA right there. Let's see. This one's going after one that's already been hit. It's okay. This guy's target was sunk before he had a chance to shoot it, so we'll instead go over here.
Engaging track 706.
And we'll illuminate, switch targets to him,
Engage track 7067.
and we'll watch this missile flight. There's 3 OSAs remaining. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but there's 2 missiles right in front of us. Both of these missiles are going after one target. So 2 of the OSAs don't even have missiles flying at them. So we'll have to reattack those. I'm going to get my seed flight up. We'll wait for this missile attack to finish, and then we're going to bring in the A7s. I'll have to put another flight on these 2 guys. Those Styx missiles in mass could be a problem, but they're not going to be able to launch them. So this guy is sunk, even though he's still on the surface burning. The harpoon that's flying at it doesn't know that. It literally just sees the radar return. That's why it's going to hit it.
On station. Buoy away.
Yeah, all these harpoons are going to hit it right about the same time. Now this anti-air fire is radar guided. It has a much higher chance to hit than the torpedo boats that were just manually guided. There goes the first harpoon diving on him. I don't see any kind of chaff.
Hit track.
Okay, both of those hit. So he's definitely toast.
Roger, RTB.
And then that harpoon hit the one that was already sinking. There's 2 OSAs remaining. We will have to reattack them. Let's get on our streetcar flight. They did launch 4, which is great. And get them going in the right direction. This guy's RTB is excellent. All right, let's get back on our carrier. We do need to launch another anti-ship attack. So flight deck. Come on, man, bring it up. Flight deck. There it goes. Do I have any A6s remaining? I do. I'm surprised, actually. Thought I'd used them all. We don't need a 4-ship. Let's just bring a 2-ship. And these are going to be anti-ship heavy launch. Okay, so streetcar 1's in the air. We're launching a 2-ship. We can watch the recovery, actually. You guys might enjoy seeing this. A lot of airplanes are coming into land at the moment. Let's just double check to make sure I'm not stringing you along. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, they're all stacked up. All the incoming flights. So is this guy, he's in formation. Let's tell him to cease fire.
Ceasefire, track. On station.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ceasefire, track.
Just make sure they have the ordered RTB.
Roger.
It looks like they do. I just want to make sure. The carrier's right there. They just got to get on the deck. There's also an A6 in front of them, so I like how they're going into burner. I think they're just trying to burn some fuel. You don't want to be heavy when you land. Oh, here you go. This guy's in the pattern. So this is a typical landing pattern where you'll fly next to the, in the same direction as the carrier. You'll call out your landing weight, and they're going to calculate all that. And then he'll come around on the base leg, downwind leg, and then the base leg actually, and trap. And we can watch all that happen. Let me just make sure my other flights are safe while we watch this. So we do have a missile going in on him, and we are launching anti-air for these remaining surface assets. And, okay, so he's not going to be a problem. Where's Rampage 1 at? He's fine. Let's do this.
Engage track 706.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Rampage 2 over in the direction of the flight path of the missile, so that the missile flies through the jamming, right, in the direction of the target, and that way the target looking towards the missile only sees the jamming. Okay. I think that's good. We will watch this missile attack. Yeah. I'll leave you guys with this one. I'm going to go take a short break. Make sure my puppy's okay. We got a brand new puppy. I got to check on him once in a while. Be right back. All right.
Welcome.
Let me catch up on the super chats here. It says, Dr. Tankenstein, thank you for the super chat. He says, if I'm not mistaken, you increase the altitude to E6 prowlers, your jamming cone should be larger. I don't know if it works that way. We can test it. And Canopus said that, yeah, that was retired, right? Kyle Sparks, thank you for the super chat, says, what is the purpose of the pop-up maneuver on the Harpoon? Can it accidentally hit land targets if it misses? Okay, so the purpose of the pop-up maneuver is to evade close-in weapon systems like the AK-630 and 620s we saw there on the OSAs. Can it hit land? No, it's not designed to hit land attack. There is a land attack version of the Harpoon called the Slam, so you would have to use that version to go against land attack. But the Harpoon is strictly an anti-ship missile unless you're using the Slam. The Slam was not, well, it wasn't used much by the Navy. I don't know if the Air Force used it or not. I think the Air Force would have been better. It's more up their alley for the Air Force to use it. Okay, kind of surprised this missile hasn't hit yet. That was a long flight. All right, let's make sure. We do want to get our A6s. What's it called? Ray gun again? Yeah. All right, ray gun's kind of come over here. We're actually going to speed them up because this is such a short flight. They don't need to save fuel, and they need to burn that fuel off the land anyway. So, same with these guys. Engage. Oh, I'm gambling that harpoon hits. If it doesn't, we'll adjust this.
Roger, Buster.
Now, chat had a question. Does the offensive ECM cone change size with altitude? I don't think it does, but we're going to test that. So, Rampage 2, electronic warfare cone, right there. Let's take him up to, he's currently at 2,200 feet. Let's take him up to like 20,000. And we'll see if that magenta pie slice changes at all. But do you see now how this missile's flying in the jamming cone? That's what you want to do. This is a proper attack. Now this jamming is effective. It's effectively hiding the missile. So he's climbing slowly. See how he's climbing here? This is the plane that we're watching. And then we'll have... what's going on here? There we go. I'm going to put this over here in the corner, and we're going to watch this cone and see if it changes in size. So far, it has not. He's climbing up through 6,000 feet now. Yeah, in Whiskey, I think you're right. I think that it does not change. But we're just demonstrating it here so everyone can see. Notice how he is kind of spiraling. It's because he's on station right now. And so no matter which way the plane is flying, you can jam in any direction, 360. But the jamming is not 360 at the same time. It's only that pie slice, that little wedge that you see on the screen. That's the only thing that's being jammed. So I think we've answered the question there. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. I appreciate them. They really do help. Let's see. Okay. So you guys are kind of talking amongst yourselves. Oh, a chair stream. Yeah, that's Admiral Chair. Actually, this is Captain Chair because Admiral Chair got retired. Yeah, I don't have Admiral Chair anymore. He's gone. We put him out to pasture. He's working for some defense contractor now. That's what happens to admirals when they retire. They just go work for the defense industry, make a lot more money. Yeah. Don't hate the game. That's all I'm saying. I got no problem with them making, because whenever you're in the military for 20 or even 25 years, you've worked your butt off. I don't care what rank you are. You've worked your butt off. So those guys deserve, I think, a good reward. A good career afterwards. I just became a YouTuber. That's what I did. I was like, well, I want to write lectures and play naval games. I'm living the dream. Oh, here we go. Now this is radar directed fire here. I think it may not be. I'll check it in a second. It's very sloppy if it is radar directed. Jesus. But these close-in weapon systems, they just kind of spit, 30 millimeter rounds. Oh, this is radar directed for sure. Yeah. It was that little thing on the bow there. I can't really zoom in on it. That's as close as I can get. That's the AK. It looks like an AK 620 or 230. AK 230. So it's got two barrels, 30 millimeter. Why is he not sinking? Are you kidding me? How is this guy not sunk? He should sink. It'll just take some time. All right. I'm just going to keep blinding him. Because I've got some A7s coming in, and I'm really concerned about them. I want them to make sure... I want to make sure they don't get shot at. All right, let's go to streetcar here. This is my A7 flight that is kind of it's gonna blaze a path essentially for the B-52 bombers. And I'm hoping that I get an idea of where the target is as well. I mean, we can look at a map and see where Basra is at. So we know that the airfield's somewhere in that region. Okay. And that. What's the fuel state of my cap? It might be time to refresh the cap. That's Combat Air Patrol. That's our F-14s. And this blue circle you see on the screen, that's its endurance. So if I took this airplane right now and I flew to the edge of the screen, it would have to come back to land. So it just gives you an idea of how much endurance you have left. It's quite a bit. We're fine. And we got a good ASW search going on. How much fuel does he have? Yeah, look how big the circle is for our air warfare planes. That's because they don't have any weapons on board. So they're very light in terms of loadout. And if I have to, I'll put another harpoon on that OSA 2, but it should sink on its own. I don't see how it can possibly survive that damage. I mean, yeah, it's already dead in the water. It's losing freeboard. Yeah, it's sinking. Okay, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, he's going to be like that in just a minute. All right, so we should probably think about doing the recon flight now. Let's go and get some A7s back up in the air. We'll go to our carrier, go to carrier's flight deck, select A7. We only need 2, but I'll launch 2. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we could give them a. Let's give them drop tanks. Let's do that. Long range precision. That'd be the Walleye. Yeah, Walleye will give them some standoff capability. What about C? Do they have drop tanks with this? No, they don't. All right. Do they have drop tanks with this? They don't either. Okay. I want to make sure they can get over target. So we'll launch 2 of those. Let's see, Ray Gun 7 is on final approach. Maybe we can watch a recovery here. Yeah, here we go. You guys will like this. Woohoo. So this is one of our A6s. One of the guys that was shooting at those torpedo boats. So he's on the glide slope right now. He's actually controlling his altitude with his speed. He should have a 15-degree up angle. It doesn't look like he's got much of an up angle, but he should. And there will be a ball. So there'll be a series of lights right here. And they call it the ball. I think it will come in. Where's it at? Oh, it's right there. Okay, I see it now. Yep, so he's recovered. That's the flight of A7s that we just told to take off. So now he needs to go back to this elevator, which means this guy's probably going to go around. If he was able to go to this elevator and get out of the way, the guy that's flying overhead could have probably come in on the glide slope. So it's cool that all that is managed by the air boss, which is the AI in the game. It's not, I don't have to tell it to do all that. That's our helicopter. He's still out there kicking out sonar buoys, making sure that we're not going to get any nasty surprises from any kind of submarines. But there should not be submarines in this scenario. I don't know. I always play these scenarios blind so that if anything unexpected happens, you know, we get to experience it together. Yeah, yeah. Surprise torpedo. So this is ray gun who? Ray gun 8 maybe? Ray gun, what's that number? Oh, it's ray gun 1. There he is. All right, streetcar, what's his altitude? He's at 2,000 feet. Your time over target is going to be about 808, roughly. What's the ray gun's time over target? 808. Okay. Hey, thanks for gifting the sub, Amp, to Caffeine. I appreciate that. Definitely give it up in chat for Mr. Amtrex. And where's our B-52 flight? They're just coming over, is that Dubai right there? Or Abu Dhabi? Oh my gosh. Oh, my geography is not good. I know that's Bahrain. I think it's Abu Dhabi over there. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. You know what we can do? We can actually get... I'm going to bring in my AWACS a little bit closer and see if I can get some kind of surface return over here. Again, we're looking for an airbase. We're looking for these Silkworm sites. I imagine some Silkworm sites will be on this island.
On station.
Who's on station? Let's check. Streetcar 5-1. Wait, what? Oh, those are the guys I just told to take off. Yeah.
Roger. Turn 310.
So this is the recon. I'm going to have them come right up here. They might as well go to like 20,000 feet to save fuel.
Roger. Go to altitude 2000. Roger. Cruise.
All right. So the purpose of that flight of Streetcar 5 is to find targets for our bombers. That's why I'm kind of conserving their fuel, because I want them to loiter in the area, keeping the target illuminated. We could also launch another AWACS. It wouldn't hurt. So I don't want to overload my carrier. My carrier's really busy right now. Yeah. Let's let them recover some aircraft, and then we'll launch some more. This guy's coming into the slot. Rick says he wants to buy the game, but you might suck. Listen, there are some there's a tutorial. Oh, I don't know if it's in the game yet, so maybe there's not. But there are some very low difficulty missions where you can start off with just one ship and sail it around. So you can make the game as easy or as hard as you want. That's one thing I love about this game. It's very customizable. And it's real easy to make a mission. It's like you click it, you put a ship down, you click over here, you put a target down, and click play. You don't even have to leave the editor where you assign those to play the mission you just built. Yeah. And there's a lot of YouTube videos. I'll tell you what, the YouTube community has been doing an outstanding job of making tutorials, also just making very entertaining videos of this game. I'm really impressed with everybody. There's a lot more interest in this game than I expected. So I'm very happy to see that. Oh, it's interesting. Even though he landed and could have used the other elevators, he still comes back to elevator 3 and 4 in the rear here. The reason why you wouldn't want to do this is you obviously want to get off the flight path, the landing area, as soon as possible. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, I would encourage you to try the game. And don't be intimidated by scenarios like this. You don't have to play these scenarios until you get very comfortable with it, and then you'll really enjoy the more complex scenarios, I think. You can also play this scenario from the Iraqi side, which would be a nightmare, but it would be interesting if you could somehow sneak your torpedo boats within range. Yeah, you could really decimate the fleet if you did that. But you would have to be very clever. You would have to use these islands to kind of hide your fleet. Oh, and check this out. They've animated the aircraft hangar here. what are we doing? Oh, it's empty. That's because all the planes are in the air. Oh, wow. What's that over there? Those are little boats. What's in here? Ah. Oh, wow. I guess it's because we have so many airplanes in the air, I guess. There used to be a lot of F-14s and stuff in here. We'll see if it stacks up. I don't know why they have these whaling boats. maybe they plan on doing some fishing. I don't know. All right. Boy, let's get back. We're about to... I'm sorry. I'm paying way too much attention to the carrier. I like the carrier. It's kind of sexy, you know? Hey, that OSA finally sunk. Yay. All right. So same thing over here. I'm going to get him in position and start... Because Ray Gun 1 flight, rather, is going to shoot their harpoons right along this black line, a little bit to the left of it, and take out these 2 OSAs. Let's get on Streetcar, because they are very close. Streetcar Flight 1. I want you to engage with a...
Engaging track 7, 0.
So I'm going to tell them to use a Maverick, I think. What is this? Let's make sure I'm saying the right word. AGM-45 should be a... Oh, it's a Shrike. Yeah, this is the anti-radiation missile. I'm glad I checked that. Oh, anyway. Oh, I need something to drink. A little ASMR for you here. You guys like that? I don't like ASMR. ASMR videos creep me out. That's not my vibe. But I know, I understand why some people like it. So I gave that one plane, it was flight lead actually, the mission to take out this SA-8. Why does the SA-8 shoot the SA-4? I mean, that makes no sense to me. It's an SA-8 Gecko sight, and it shoots the SAN-4 missile. So is there an SA-8 missile? I think there is. What shoots that? Why don't they call this the SA-4 Gecko instead of the SA-8? I have no idea. I bet you there's some Air Force intel nerds out there that probably know the answer to that.
Whip it away.
Hey, there it goes. Now, this is a fast missile. This thing hauls ass. Let's watch this. Look at this thing go. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. It should loft. I guess it thinks it's so close to the target it doesn't need to. Oh, and that could be the harm. I know the harm missile will loft to get extra, range. Maybe the Shrike doesn't, because this is the older version. This is the 1970s and 60s version of the harm missile. So what this is doing is it's just homing in on the radar. So if they turn their radar off, did we shoot again? Why is he shooting again? I don't know. Let's just watch this.
Ground contact detected.
That's what we were looking for. Oh, here comes an SA-4 Gecko trying to defend himself. And those are pretty accurate missiles. It might actually hit. Someone's shooting a lot of missiles right now, and I'm a little concerned because I didn't tell anybody to shoot. Come on, baby, hit him. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, wow, he just dodged it. Oh, and the missile missed. Damn it. You're supposed to hit that thing back there. Shoot. That sucks. All right, who's shooting missiles? What's going on? What's happening here? Ray gun. Let's get...
Whip it away. Engaging track 7, 0. Engage track 7, 0, 6, 3.
All right, let's put Streetcar into...
Engaging. Engage track 7, 0, 6, 0.
There we go. There's the airbase.
Track 7, 0, 7,
real quick.
Hostile airfield.
Just want to see if it has any defenses. I'm sure it does. I just curious as to what it had. Now, what we want to do is we want to mark this location.
Ground contact detected. Multiple ground contacts detected.
Ooh. We might end up losing planes here.
Station. New ground contact
Just
detected.
going to mark it.
Buoy away.
All right, we're going to put this whole flight into weapons free.
Multiple ground. Whip it away. Surface search on. Radar eye.
He's got 6 CBUs remaining. He'll go in for a bomb run.
071 is classified. Hostile missile site. Track 7.
Hey, we found the missile sites. Awesome. We can bomb them actually with these guys.
Missile site.
And that's going to free up the bombers to focus on the airfield.
Multiple hostile ground contacts detected. New ground contact detected.
What's this guy doing? This guy's going to bomb somebody.
Track 7074 is classified. Hostile missile site. New ground contact detected.
It's right there.
Track 7077 is classified. Hostile missile site. Contact faded. Track. Track 7078 is classified.
This guy's weapons free. I'm not sure what he's waiting on. Let's watch this guy here. He's coming in on a bomb run right now. That's the target right there. No, maybe not. He's waving off. He is weapons free. Let's turn on his radar, see if that helps.
Surface search on. Radar eye.
For this kind of attack, the radar should not matter at all.
Surface search on. Guns, guns, guns.
Oh, they're doing gun runs. It's hilarious.
Track 7075.
So they're doing gun runs on the Styx missiles, the Silkworm missiles. Okay, just making sure the jamming is still happening. It is. Let's. I'll move him a little bit closer.
Turn 30.
These electronic warfare planes will be masking the presence of the bombers as they come overhead. Not these fighter bombers. I'm talking about the buffs that are coming in. I'm also going to mark the position of.
7076 is
Oh, there it is.
classified. Hostile missile site.
Let's do this with a circle.
Contact faded. Track.
We do want to do a range of like 20 miles. We'll do 21 miles. This is roughly the range of those missiles. There we go. So we don't want to drive any ships into that smaller black circle.
Track.
We can also erase this one now. Cool. I know the map is a bit of a mess. Try and clean it up a little bit for you.
Faded. Track.
I wonder why ray gun flight did not conduct the full attack I told it to.
7064.
I'm going to have this guy shoot 2 harpoons at this OSA just to be sure it hits and sinks it fast.
Whip it away. Engaging track.
There we go.
7064.
These guys are putting on a hell of an air show.
Surface search on. Radar eye.
All right, let's come back. Let's take control of this flight again. They're doing interesting things that I
Contact faded.
don't know if I like. So what I'll do, I'll take the streetcar flight, ceasefire.
Ceasefire track.
And then I'll have them engage specifically.
Contact faded. Weapon error. Bad track type.
Bad track type. Okay.
Engaging track 7061.
And we'll watch whoever's coming in on that.
Track.
Okay, so this guy should be using his bombs. Not sure what he's doing right now. All right, let's
Ceasefire.
have them cease fire again. I think we're going to have to tell these guys individually what to do, it looks like. Sometimes this happens. This guy's weapons free. Yeah, they were all weapons free. I'm setting them all to weapons tight. I'm going to tell this guy to engage with his CBU on that target.
Engaging track
Okay, good. He's turning to engage. That's a good sign. So this little radar he's attacking, it's on a little trailer. It's very small. Looks like it's right ahead too, so he should drop some cluster bombs on it.
Hit track 706. Contact faded. Track. Contact faded. Track.
Huh. Yeah, maybe I have to change our altitude. That's a good idea. Yeah. It could be too low to bomb. That's possible. Let's go to 300 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 300.
What's his altitude now? He's still at 100. Okay, he's coming up slowly. Yeah, he's a little bit higher now. I want to make sure this guy does have that same order.
Contact faded. Track.
Yeah, he's very slowly going up to the right altitude. So these are some of the things that they're working out. It's not a bug. It's just that when you tell a pilot to bomb a target, the pilot should know what altitude he has to be at. And he should go to that altitude without being told.
Guns.
All right, let's go ahead and...
Track 7074. Ceasefire.
All right, so I'm going to cease fire this particular airplane, and we're going to give him all new orders again. First, go to 300 feet, and we're going to wait for him to actually do it.
Roger. Go to altitude 30.
He's at 250 right now.
Contact faded. Track.
All right, he's coming up to 300 now. Okay, now we're going to use the cluster bomb on this radar site.
Engage track 70.
Okay, he's turning to engage. If this doesn't work, I'll move him up to 500 feet.
On station.
We do need to go back and check on those OSs, just to be sure.
Contact faded.
That's the radar right there.
Contact faded.
Yep, still too low. Okay, so let's take the whole flight.
Contact faded.
Tell the whole flight to go to 500 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 50.
And then this guy, I'm going to make sure he's got the order as well.
Roger. Go to altitude
And they are going up to it.
50.
All right, so while they adjust their altitude, let's check on our... Hey, just in time. Got 2 harpoons on this target here. Yeah, 2 harpoons should sink that immediately. Not to mention, there should be some sympathetic explosions from those Styx missiles. Awesome. Okay. Let's go back to street car, flight.
Bombs away.
This guy.
Ceasefire, track.
I'm going to tell him to return to formation. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's coming back on his own. That's good. Oh, they finally took out the radar station. Yay, so 500 feet was the secret.
Engaging track 7060.
This guy's at 500 feet now.
Bowie away.
I believe that's the target right behind him there.
Hit track. Contact faded.
It's off his... Oh, that might be it right there. He's almost on target now. Not quite lined up,
Track.
but it is a cluster bomb, so you should have a good chance to hit this. There they go. Now he's dropping them. Yeah.
Hit track
Oh.
7060.
Nice. What's this guy at? He's at 500 feet. Let's make him weapons free and see what he does.
Engage track 70. Contact faded. Track.
This guy's at 500. He is. I'm just going to manually target.
Bombs away.
Okay, I didn't see that one. He has got 1 CBU left.
Contact faded. Track.
That's the radar station that he bombed earlier. So what I want to do is, if they have the fuel, I want to keep them over the airbase so that the B-52s can just decimate it. Because the airbase will have a lot of hit points. And after the B-52 flight, if that doesn't take it out, we'll use the Tomahawks.
Track. Bombs away.
All right, there they go.
Roger, RTB. Hit track.
Beautiful.
70.
Good hits.
6.
See Winchester? He is not. So just keep going down the line here.
7073.
We still have one more A7 coming in from the north. I can use him to take out that airbase.
Bombs away.
What's his altitude? It's 500, yeah. So I'll have him target this SAM site.
Engage track 7059. Bombs away.
Beautiful.
Contact faded. Track. Hit track 7073.
Nice.
Engage track 7071.
Yeah, these guys are working great now that I have them at the right altitude. So that's good for me to remember. 500 feet's minimum for a CBU.
Roger, RTB.
I remember something like that from DCS as well. All right, he's Winchester. He'll go home. What's this guy doing? I put this guy to weapons free, and he hasn't done much. So I'll make him weapons tight again and tell him to attack these sites here.
Track 7077.
I do want to leave one asset over the airbase. It's going to be this guy here, probably. This is one of the criticisms I did see of the game, is that in some scenarios like this, not the whole scenario, but this moment, you do have to kind of micromanage the fight. And obviously you could not do this if a lot of other things were happening at the same time.
Hit track.
But
7-0.
like I said, this game is in early access. They're still working on ironing out these moments. That's why I don't see it as a big deal, because it's on the to-do list.
Contact faded. Track
And I guess it is a fair criticism, but you have to caveat that, asterisk that criticism with, you know, the game's not finished.
Stay in launch. Stay in launch.
Oh, shit. Apparently that SAM site does work. That's odd. The SAM site's been quiet.
Control.
Yep. Hey, listen, I want you to take your sidearm and take over that SAM site, okay? That's what we're doing there. Apparently the SA site finally woke up.
Faded. Track.
Hey, that just means we've got boots on the ground now. That's all that means.
Roger. Turn 130.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. Oh, it's a IR missile. That's why it hit. Do we have any more strikes? No.
Contact faded. Track.
Rampage.
Contact faded. Track.
Let's move him up here. Ray gun, what you got?
Contact faded. Track. Contact faded.
All right, let's bring Ray.
Track.
Let's bring Ray gun home.
Roger. RTB.
Oh, do you know why? I realized why that just happened. Do these guys have any weapons? Oh, they do. Crap. They've got gravity bombs. I think that'd be the worst weapon choice in the world. So. What did I say the range of this was? I think I said 4 miles. 8 miles. 8 miles. So I'm gonna shrink the circle to 8 miles. All right.
Contact faded. Track. Engaging track 7075.
I might get away with this. This is really dumb, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try and gravity bomb the SAM site because the SAM site is being jammed, even though it's an infrared. You guys need to come down.
Launch. Stay launch.
Never mind. Okay, we already know that it does not. That does not work. Chaff.
Buoy away.
Chaff.
We've been hit.
Okay. Lesson learned. Don't do that.
Contact faded.
Welcome aboard.
Track.
So streetcar.
Roger. Turn 3.
I'm gonna keep everybody outside that circle. So these guys are gonna just loiter for right now. They're gonna go north a little bit and then loiter up there. Where's my B-52s? There they are. Streetcar 1 should be RTB.
Track.
Let's double check and make sure they are coming back home.
Roger. RTB.
All right. Rampage is good.
Roger. RTB.
Where's my ray gun flight? These guys are going home.
Roger. RTB.
Streetcar 5 is going to be the eyeballs for our bombers. All right, so I'm going to have the Yorktown shoot Tomahawks at that SA-8 site. So let's bring up the map. We'll watch the ship do some work. So We're going to go, where's it at? What? Oh. We can use the Iowas. We'll grab the Missouri instead. They've got the land attack Tomahawks on board, which is going to be the Charlies. We're going to do a salvo of 2 to make sure it hits. Huh, it's telling me I can't do that. Wonder why. All right, I'm going to tell it to engage this target.
Engaging track.
It should shoot a Tomahawk.
5, 9. Salvo fire.
Nope. Okay, ceasefire.
Ceasefire. Track. On
Return to
station.
formation. Wow, so it won't... That's interesting that I won't engage a SAM site with a Tomahawk. Let me make sure that it's join formation. Okay, it's still in formation. Cool beans. I wonder why I can't engage that with a Tomahawk. I'll have to give some feedback to the devs on that one. It could be that this is a mobile SAM site, so the game doesn't see it as a static target. I'm making excuses for the game now. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, all the Tomahawk cares about is a GPS coordinate. It doesn't care what's actually there. It could be an aspirin hospital or aspirin factory. Aspirin hospital. What the yeah, odd. Okay, that just means we got to launch another flight to go sink, to go destroy this dumb SAM site. It's okay.
Contact faded. Track.
We'll use the A7s again because they're pretty fast. And it'll be a 2 flight. And strike. I just need something. Yeah, seed. Give me the strike missiles. That thing should not have a radar. Yeah. I'm going to launch it anyway, just to get them up in the air. But if we read the description, this should be infrared. Let's make sure. I hope I'm not talking out of my butt. It is radio commanded. Mid-course corrections radio commanded. See, yeah, the guidance is none. So, oh, it's a semi-active homing, I guess. With 2 missiles on retractable rotating launchers, it's been installed significant number of platforms. It's a short-range air defense role. Radio commanded. So it does need a radar to home in on the target. I didn't know that. Yeah, it does have the radar right there. Okay, cool. So we can shoot the strike missile at this gecko. And that'll be the end of that. And then Streetcar 5, he's got dumb bombs, but his whole purpose is to watch the bombing happen at the airbase. Dr. Tankenstein, the B version is anti-ship? Yes. Right. I tried it with both just to see which... I'll do it again so you guys can watch me do it. I'm well aware of what version does what. Let's try the Iowa. I tried the Missouri last time. Let's try the Iowa this time. Come on now. Give me the small map. There we go. I want the small map just so we can see it happen. Oh, can you guys not see it on your screen? You may not be able to. If I go right here, okay, you guys can just barely see it. That's the Charlie I have selected there. So we're going to grab the Charlie. I'm going to say a salvo of 2 of the Charlie. And, I'll drag the map a little bit. I'm going to mouse over the target. And now, if you look over on the small map, it has the no symbol. It's not letting me click it. Yeah. So that's the Charlie. So what I did, just to see if the game had its wires crossed, I tried the same thing with the Bravo. And you're absolutely right. The Bravo should be anti-ship. So boom, salvo of 2. And this should not work, but we'll see if it does. And whenever I mouse over the target, it says, nope, can't shoot. So whenever I manually told the ship as a whole,
Faded.
use whatever weapon appropriate to destroy this target, it tried using its main guns, which it's well out of range for that. So
Contact faded. Track.
I'm not sure why. I bet you if I launched the Tomahawks at the airbase, it would work. And for science, we should probably test that. So let's go to RGM. This is kind of a waste of missiles, but let's do a salvo of 4 on the airbase. See, this works fine. I'm not even going to shoot the missiles yet because I want the bombers to take the airbase out. A Mark 82 dumb bomb is a lot cheaper than a Tomahawk. So we're fighting a war on a budget here. Not sure. Why is it slowing down? Now it's making me nervous. Man,
On
we
station.
did the AWACS? What the hell?
Roger. Turn 29.
Let's get another AWACS up in the air because it's starting to act a little bit strange here. We're losing targets for no reason. Like, we should have that gecko. He's right there. There's no reason for us not to have him. Streetcar, flight 5. I want you guys to come down to 6,000 feet. There we go, 6,000.
Roger. Go to altitude 6000.
And
Roger. Turn.
I'm going to move them to right there. They should visually see the gecko. These guys are still illuminating it. Okay. Interesting. Let's make sure his radar is still on. Yeah, it is. Okay. And this guy's not taken off yet. There he is. We need to get this guy in the air. I'll have a AWACS on both sides. You really don't need that many, but it's all about contact management at this point. And for some reason, we're failing to manage the one contact we have remaining. That gecko. And I'll tell you what, and credit to the gecko, he's got 2 kills. So that crew's high-fiving each other in that little thing. They're having a good time. We'll watch this guy take off. There he is. He's spinning up. Look at him go. That's wild, the mechanical linkage they have to make those wings fold in like that. I'll move the camera so you guys can actually see it take off. There we go. It's a little bit better angle for you. There she goes. Cat's charged. Shoot that thing. Nice. All right, let's get him into his proper location. He's going to be over here.
Turn 288.
We're going to change his altitude up to 30,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude.
And turn on his radar.
30. Air search on. Radar high.
Where's that other flight? Where's my A7 flight at? Hold on a second. There they are.
Roger. Turn 3 1.
And I'm going to have them go max speed. Let's go. First, change your altitude to, let's say, 6,000 feet.
Go to altitude 6.
Let's see how fast they can fly.
0
Mach 1.04. Huh. Yeah, that SAM site's just missing. All Let's bring these guys down to 1,000 feet.
Roger, go to altitude 100.
Like we should have the Mark 1 eyeball on this guy now. Unless we have a bunch of blind pilots.
On station.
Maybe all the good pilots got shot down. All right, so we got an A7 flight inbound. We got 2 Hawkeyes up in the air. We got a streetcar flight of A7s with only gravity bombs, which is why I'm not attacking with them. So we'll let this new flight do its job. Where's it at? Yeah, streetcar flight 2 right here. These guys are at max speed, which is, nah. You're supposed to be doing Mach 1. That's definitely not Mach 1. What the hell?
Roger, Buster.
There they go. Now they're going. What's going on? Yeah, these are the guys that are just loitering. They're just outside that gecko's range. If that gecko repositioned, that might be a problem. I want to make sure these guys get up to speed. They're slowly speeding up. See our fleet back there.
Buoy away.
We're doing all this for the Air Force, boys, so that they have a real easy job. All they got to do is fly over one time, drop all their bombs, the airbase goes away. Yep. We can actually, we're going to compress a little bit of time now. Now that we're just waiting on this. Is there a bug? Chat saying there's a bug with SA-8s not being destroyed. We destroyed the other one. So, and it's back now too. We can see it on the map. So I don't think this is bugged at all. Now this is a mobile SAM site. I don't see any reason why it can't turn its engine on and go 1 mile to the north and shoot my planes down. It's interesting that it's not doing that. I mean, it could have an order to be like, don't move, right? But it's a mobile SAM site. It should move. Because that radar can see my planes. It knows it's right outside range. And the bombers will be overhead in 50 minutes, 50 minutes.
Buoy away.
So we're increasing time a little bit. That's why we're getting that choppy sound. Let me go ahead and switch to the map view. And once we're in this view, we can really increase time. We're at times 30 right now. We're waiting on Streetcar 2 to get within weapons range. So Streetcar 2 is right there. Fast Eagle Flight 1, that's our cap flight. It's almost time to replace them. Those sounds you're hearing, that's a sunk ship that's collapsing on itself. Yeah, we're gonna turn the airbase into a cratered moon model. I'll slow time back down to real time once we do the attack.
Contact faded. Track.
Thing's blowing up a lot underwater, isn't it? There's Streetcar 2 flight. They're very close to being in position.
Contact faded. Track.
Hey, Mikey, thanks for the 2-month subscription on YouTube. Appreciate that. Let's see, we got What About Bob TV. Thanks for the follow. Steve Sutton. Steve Sutton's on YouTube now, following us. Let's see, Pushback is on Twitch. TARDIS Mechanic, I remember you. Resub for 4 months. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It keeps knocking me back down to 10 times compression. We're in 30, and then there we go. We're back to 10. So I think this gecko is really trying to shoot that guy down, which is why it keeps slowing me down. But fine. Wonder what the range of this is. Okay, so that red circles the range. Once the SA-8's inside of it, assuming it doesn't move, I'll just shoot it. Yeah, I would love to use the CBUs on it, but the last guy that tried to do that got shot down. So we're going to use the Shrike. Yeah.
Contact faded. Track.
It's funny how this SA-8 didn't do a thing as we destroyed all the units around it. And then the moment I flew over it, it started defending itself. It was like, listen, I don't have time to defend everybody. I'm just defending myself. I thought it was out of assets. Yeah. So let's hit the HM-45.
Weapon away.
And weapon away, and we'll watch it too. This is that Shrike missile. Hell yeah. It's the smoke from the booster. Oh, wow, it's already going down to altitude. He's like, listen. I've got enough energy. I can get there. Oh, yeah, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, if you would, if you're on YouTube, leave a thumbs up, a like, leave a comment. Well, I guess comments would come into the comment section, so it helps with the algorithm. We went over 10,000 subscribers pretty fast, so that was really nice. A lot of people from the Sub Brief channel came over to the Jive Turkey channel. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going to happen here. Let's see if I can see the target and get it lined up for you. Yeah, there it is. It's right above my cursor. There's no defenses. It can shoot it down, but it doesn't have chaff or anything. Oh no. How did you miss? All right. Streetcar flight. Engage again. Uh-oh. You knuckleheads.
On station.
I'm so mad at you right now. Sink that guy.
Engaging track 7059. Weapon away.
Yeah, there you go. Can't believe that shot missed. Oh, it's... This one's coming down and a lot more vertical. A lot less likely to overshoot the target at this angle. Yeah, Sam Side's like, watch me. Yeah. Oh, this looks good. Yes. Oh. No. What is happening? You are the luckiest son of a gun in the game. All right, fine. Shoot everything. Let's grab Streetcar 2. And I'm just gonna mess this guy up. I'll drop the B-52 stick of bombs on you too. Don't think I won't.
Roger. Turn
All right.
327. Roger. Turn 167. Roger. Go to altitude 500. Roger. Go to altitude 5.
Can't shoot north and south at the same time.
Engage track 7059. Engaging track 7059. Engage track 705.
So I've got Streetcar 5 coming from the north, Streetcar 2 coming from the south. It's going to shoot at one of them, but not both.
New ground contact detected.
Oh, there's a new one right there. No. I told him to go to 500 feet.
Multiple ground contacts detected.
It's fine. What's his?
086
Okay, he's fine.
is classified.
No, we're gonna watch this attack come in.
Track 7087 is classified. Hostile missile site. Track 7088 is classified. Hostile missile site. Bombs away.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, this guy's toast. he dropped everything. He was like, "Listen, everything's a cluster bomb if you bring enough." Oh my God, it survived. What?
Engage track 7059. Bombs away. Roger, RTB. Bombs away.
Oh my word.
Hit track 7059.
Yeah, get some. I don't know. Yeah, now he's getting. Dodge that, you little bastard.
Roger, RTB. On station. Engage track 7088.
We're gonna finish off these anti-ship missile sites too. This was a primary mission target. Yeah, that's true. The vehicle's extended warranty just expired. They're not going to be able to claim that one.
Bombs away.
Nice.
Hit track.
Beautiful. Good hits.
708. Engage track 7086.
There's just 2 more left, and then the airbase. It's just a flesh wound, yeah. No arms, no legs, no problem.
Bombs away. Roger, RTB. Hit track.
All right.
708.
What about your wingman? How much does he have left? Oh no, he's got a bunch.
Engage track 7.
He's got a full rack of bombs left.
Track.
He's got to turn around. It's behind him.
Contact faded. Track.
Where's that? Oh, it's right there. If he can get around in time, he can drop it on this pass. He might have to. He might have to come back. No, he's got it. Yeah, he's lined up.
Bombs away.
Nice. Yeah.
Hit track 7.
Hey, there we go. Congratulations. The Iraqi Navy is no more. We won. Good mission. I don't even get to bomb the airbase. I'm kind of sad. Let's see what our score is. I guess you could let the game play on and see.
Contact faded.
But what we want to do here is we want to exit the mission and get our score. So decisive victory, 1,000%. Everything's dead. The only thing that's not on the losses is the Basra Air Base. Now, we did lose 2 F-14s in the initial missile engagement, and then that dumb SAM site took out 2 A-7s. But even with that, we got the maximum score. So not a bad scenario. Not a bad problem. Yep. So that's Sea Power, everybody. And I think that's where we'll leave it for today. And we have another scenario by Stealth 17 Gaming, who is doing a great job on YouTube. And we're going to play that one on Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing everybody here. And at that time, be the same time, 11 a.m. Wednesday. And we'll play Stealth 17's brand new mission. All right. And all these missions, by the way, are available right now on the Steam Workshop. I would encourage you to check them out. There are a lot more than just the few that we've played recently. There's lots of custom scenarios already available. All right. So if you are on Twitch, I'm going to kick you over to another streamer. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, anywhere else, the stream will come to an end. Thank you very much for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday when we take on a little more complex mission. We're going to defend Iceland from the Red Navy. Should be fun. All right. If you're on Twitch, don't go anywhere. Everybody else, have a great day. We'll talk to you later, okay? Let's get out of here. Boom. See ya. All right. Good stream. Good stream, Twitch. You guys are amazing.
Contact faded. Track.
See ya.